willing to wait, sit on the market, and so we'll kind of begin to chisel down from there. So, all right, you're wanting this price. You want, and again, I'll dig in a little bit deeper. Like, okay, let's go to the net to owner. And why is this amount important? And if you don't get this amount, then what? Okay, I'll go to this amount. Okay, like what does bottom line number look like? How long were you willing to wait for that? And then kind of look at the market data and tell them, okay, this price will be here right around this time, so on and so forth, and kind of go from there. And then just give them like options.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I do the same thing, and we're like at the kind of like almost at the bottom of whenever I had presented it, and I'm like, they're like, we're getting to that bottom number, like where we were hoping not to like hit, but we're hitting it. I'm like, fudge. And my open houses have been dead. Nobody shows up. I even collabed with another realtor
Yeah.
out there. I even collabed with another realtor in the neighborhood.
What about your whole like? Didn't you do like a whole taco truck grand opening type open houses? Didn't you do that before? Some kind of big old.
We would do buyer events, home buyer events.
How did those go?
Those were actually pretty cool. Those were pretty good.
I was
Those
talking to Jamal about this a while ago. I was like, because I don't really do a lot of open houses. He used to do them a lot back in the day just to get his business going. And I said I would do open if I were to do an open house, I'd do it different. Like I would use the house as an open house, but I would do like some kind of event, some kind of class, some kind of buyer class. Like give people a reason to get in the car to get there. Raffles, giveaways, a class, education, first number of attendees get XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Just make it like a whole shebang, and get more buyers there, even if your buyers are probably not looking for that house in particular in general, like give them something of value that they're at least sitting their butt down in the house looking at it, getting eyeballs, and you're able to at least get more eyeballs on the house and give the buyer something of value where you can pick up a couple buyers, unrepresented buyers out of it. That was my thing. I don't know, and I this was like back in January, and I didn't have time to do it, but I was like, if I did it, that's how I would. You think about that?
nice. Yeah, that is a good strategy. That is a good idea. Yeah, my next thing too was like maybe a broker open house, collabing with the other houses that are in the subdivision as well.
It's a good
Bring
idea.
more, yeah, to bring more realtors and stuff like that as well.
Share some more stories.
Yeah. How's
Bring-
yours doing?
Yeah, yeah, I would do like kind of like a first time buyer event at some property and bring a lender. We're going to talk about all the down payment programs, the grants, um, just do things like that. Give them something of value to get there. We're gonna do taco stand, taco truck, whatever, burger truck, whatever, ice cream for the kids, a moonwalk in the back. I would do something like that. Like if I really
No
wanted that.
moonwalks, Joe. That's a liability.
Oh man. Well, not for the kids, but for me. Like I'll be in there, by myself.
Hey, so speaking of open houses, man, back when I was in production, we used to have fifth protocol progressive open houses. So we would have like maybe 4 to 5 agents pick a house like within Pearland, or you know that they were close enough that people could drive, and we'd make this big old event with AEA brokerage, progressive open house, and we'd have like different houses, different agents at every house. We'd have a giveaway at each house, or we'd get together and we'd snacks at one, sweets at another, like refreshing drinks at another. So y'all should all get your ideas together and do an AEA progressive open house. That was so fun because open houses were so painful for me. Like I literally hated open houses, and when I didn't meet my numbers, like that was what I had to do to get my numbers back up. Kind of like the boot camp you guys are doing now. But it was fun. That was fun to me because I wasn't by myself. You know, I knew other agents, and we collaborated and just, you know, told them where to start and where to end. So that might be something some of you guys want to do.
That's a great idea.
You ever done a poker run open house?
No, but that sounds fun.
So it's 5 open houses, 5 different people. Usually you give away at each house like dessert at one, food at another, different things. In every house they go to, the agent hosting the open house gives them 1 card. At the end of the day, they're all marked too. You got to put a special number and make sure you don't get no cheaters in there. But they're all marked. And at the last house they go to, they turn in their hand. And whoever has the best hand wins like a big prize, like $100 gift card or something crazy like that. And it just makes it a little more fun.
That does sound fun.
Yeah,
I'd want to play. Even though I'm hosting, I'd still want to play.
Yeah, I know, right? No, it's a good time to get you incentive. Like, you know, I'll tell you, food alone right now is a big thing. If somebody could save money on not buying lunch today, go tour open houses, have a chance to meet other agents, learn, and possibly win $100 and make a game out of it. If you could knock out those open houses in an hour, 2 hours, you know, get yourself something to eat, meet people, all that stuff, like that can be a value add for any agent. So it's a great opportunity.
I'm willing to team up too, guys, with any open houses in the area that we have marketed. That's our listings. I would love to do that to help out too.
So what I'm hearing is somebody who wants to head that up, who wants to pick something, pick a house, pick an area. We went radio silent real quick, huh? They're like, great idea. Not gonna do it.
I used to do them and they were like really successful and agents loved it and they would like carpool together just to go look at the properties and everything like that. And then it was also open to the public to where if the buyers wanted to go to each of them too, then they would get a flyer at each property or have the pamphlet at each property where they knew where to go next. And it worked out really well.
You gonna head that one up?
Pick an area.
Hey, I got an area, so I need to do a broker open on my listing up north. So Asa, let's get together and figure out what that looks like.
Where is it up north? What area?
Girl, she got it.
No, we're doing it. You don't get it back out now.
Hey, you don't have to go up north. We'll market to all the agents up north. We'll get it done.
We'll find the people, we'll put it on.
Yeah, it's like Spring, Humble, Houston up north.
Well, I have one in Montgomery and one in Magnolia, so we'll make it work.
Okay, cool.
I also have one in Sealy.
So yeah, get together. What'd you say? No, Sealy is way west. Sealy's out past Katy. So yeah, but just get together. I mean, somebody, you know, here's the thing is, this is where you're not like, this is a leadership opportunity, right? Guys, you don't have to be the person that puts the whole damn thing on. If you can be the hype person and go find like 3 or 4 other agents, they could be with our brokerage, they could be with other brokerages. Everybody does a little bit. But what happens a lot of time in these events, and this is why people kind of burn themselves out or don't want to do it, is they take it all on. They try to do everything. They try to organize everything, control everything. Man, just find the right people and say, hey, you do this, you do this, you do this, and you do this, and we'll all play our part, and we'll make this a whole lot easier, and we'll have a whole lot more fun. And if you can't find the people that want to commit to that, like say, hey, well, I'm gonna find somebody else who wants to commit to that, and then make your job a whole lot easier. I know it can seem overwhelming, like, oh, a 5-property open house and food and all these different things. Yet if you delegate and let people do what they do, I mean, you'll find that some people, shit, they'll take half the stuff off your hands and just run with it. So don't make it bigger than it has to be as far as like the work, but these things can bring value. And I want to get back, what was the main conversation? What was the reason why we were talking about these open houses and progressive open houses and all that stuff? How did that start?
To get our listings moving.
Okay. So I'll go back, guys. Like I will tell you, marketing is great. I think it shows your client that you're doing the work and it can contribute to helping things move. But I think we all know this right now. If you're representing buyers, does an open house or that marketing, is it really making that big of an impact? I think it can help, maybe 10% or less. But what's the true thing that's going to move that damn house?
Price.
That's it, man. If you think playing all these games and do all this stuff is going to get it sold, man, you're lying to yourself. I think that's good. I think it can be fun. I think it can build. It's good for your marketing. You can put your name out there. Fantastic. Do not stop that. Do not let me put the kibosh on that. And what I will tell you is if you got better at price reductions, if you got better at your conversation with the seller of being realistic about their price, not only would your open house be more productive, but you'd actually get that damn thing sold. So, like, let's stop running away from the elephant in the room and let's have that real conversation, which is, I love you, Mr. and Miss Seller, but you're overpriced. Shit, what are we going to do? I know you're proud. Yeah, that mahogany in the living room is fantastic. Great. But what the consumer is telling us is they're not willing to pay the price you want them to pay for that mahogany living room. What are we going to do to fix that? Like, be ridiculously blunt right now. I think Laura, I don't know if Laura's on here. So Ayana up north in Humble, Laura's up there. She's got a lot of listings. I think she's got like 13, 14 listings up there. You might want to team up with her. But guys, I had one coaching conversation with Laura about her listings, and she did what I told her to do, and she got a price reduction, and she got a property under contract just like that. No wild ass open house. Just a good price reduction, right? And here was the conversation was, hey, I totally understand your situation. We've been in business for a little while here. I get it. Can I talk to you like you were my brother or my sister or my mom? Can I talk to you like you're one of my family members? Would that be cool? And what do you think they're going to say? Yes. Some of them joke and they're like, well, how you talk to your mom? Because it was crazy. No. But you just say that. Say, hey, can I talk to you like you were a family member? Like with love, like with honesty. Yeah, sure. Okay, you can do that. Okay, can I be real with you? This is the truth of this market. All of the marketing in the world isn't going to fix the problem of what the biggest issue is, pricing. Because I want you to look at the numbers. The numbers are, these are the houses that are on the market. This is what you're in competition with. These are the properties that are sold. And these are the remaining properties that have not sold. To get into this game where you're actually one of the properties that sell, let's study the properties that sell. $130 a square foot, $140 a 100 square foot, $137 a square foot, $125 a square foot. You're at $156 a square foot. Can you tell me where you think we're missing? Pretty obvious. Pricing. The consumer, like, and these are the this is a script, right? Can I be honest with you, man? When I got in this business 15 years ago, we could make a fool out of almost anyone and get people to overpay for properties. You want me to tell you what removed all of that is the internet. There's so much data in the palm of our hands that any consumer can see that you are overpriced. Any consumer could pull up your property and see $450,000 and see there are 5 other homes in your neighborhood under $400,000. What do you think they're going to do? Yeah, they're going to make a smart decision for their family, and they're not going to overpay by $50,000 as much as you love your house. I totally understand that. Can I also tell you something else that's going against this? Yeah, your property was built in 2010. There's a property within 1 mile of your property that is built right now in 2025 and 2026. You want 400,000, they want 425. Would you buy a brand new house, similar square footage, everything? Would you buy a brand new house that was built in 2025 for 425,000, or somebody's 2010 house that's 16 years old for 400,000? Is it worth 25,000? Or would you rather something brand new, tons of warranties, nobody's lived in it yet, new amenities, new pool, new neighborhood, new everything? Which one do you think you'd prefer? Okay, there's got to be a big enough gap for them to make the decision for your house. And what the consumer is telling us is it's not happening right now. You want to know why I know? Because 10 similar houses in your square footage have sold in this brand new neighborhood in the same time we've been on the market. They've gotten under contract and you're not. And the consumers can go online and see all this information readily on the internet, on har.com. It gives them everything. Bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, lot size, price per square foot, pictures, all these different things. Marketing can't fix that. I'm sorry. As much as I'd love to be the greatest marketer in the world and lie to you, that's not what's going to happen in this market. I'll tell you, in 2020, 2021, we were breaking necks and cashing checks, man. It was easy. We wouldn't have the problem. I love you, but we're in 2025, 2026, and it's not the same game. If the buyers don't see your value, you are not selling. Guess what? I mean, everybody's thinking about economics right now. You go to the pump, it's in pain. You go buy lettuce, it's in pain. You go buy eggs, that shit's painful, right? So if they're looking at prices, everywhere they go, we are programmed to look at prices right now more than we have ever been. Guess what they're looking at your property before everything else? Price. If you are not winning the price game, you are not winning the game. Do you really want to sell, or do you want to keep fucking around? No, these are real conversations, right? It's funny if it's true, right?
Yeah.
But you got to be willing to have the tough conversations.
What about if you're not overpriced? What if you're like priced like right there? I mean,
Yeah. So has a buyer written an offer on the property at your price?
No.
You're overpriced. Stop lying to yourself.
No, we did not asking. No, but we are like we're under everybody else in the market in the subdivision.
Yes, and that's the thing is, here's the deal. But do this, guys. This is like what I just said. Guys, dig so deep into your comps, it's ridiculous. Like dig. I'm gonna tell you right now, I just went and argued my taxes, right? This dude, this really smart appraisal Asian dude that worked for Brazoria County was like, based on all my numbers and my facts, your property should be at $1.90 a square foot and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, with all due respect, Mr. Appraiser, if it was worth $1.90 a square foot, I would have gone ahead and sold that thing. So I can tell you that's not real. And I hammered him with details. Well, your comp right there, that's on 35. Your comp right there, that's on 518. I'm over here off a plump. That comp right here, completely remodeled. I am not that, right? I am not that at all. Let's look this one off, not on Main Street, right? A little side street just like mine, built in a similar year, not completely upgraded. We're at $1.10 a square foot. This one over here, very similar, $1.15 a square foot. Can you see where I'm going with this? I got my price, right? But I dug into the numbers so much that this dude could not deny what I was saying. You need to dig into the numbers so much that you're almost, you got to sell your damn self on the truth. Because the opposite is you're trying to hype these numbers and beef these numbers and all this shit. Look at what has actually sold and be real and true about it. Well, man, Ozzy, I'm comparable to that one. That's 140 a square foot. They got a pool, homie. You don't, right? Well, I got this, and they got, yeah, okay. Well, here's the deal: is this is the other thing. There are less buyers and more houses on the market. Can we all agree on that? Than 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Simple supply and demand and yield management. You could have screwed yourself on timing. You could have said, yes, I am priced right according to the numbers. But that buyer that was willing to pay your numbers, gone, my friend. I'm sorry. They were in the market for 3 weeks. They bought the house that was just right for them. They are gone. There may not be another buyer replacing them in the market right now. You may be looking for a new buyer that is not that buyer. They bought at 140. The new buyer's like 135 a square foot. And you're trying to chase a dude that's gone already. That's not the market we're in. We call that chasing the ball downhill. You priced here. You were like, oh yeah, I'm going to price at the market. The market's running away from you. You priced here thinking this was good, and that it was 150 a square foot, should have been at 147. You get to 147, it's 145 now. You finally dropped to 145. Oh, 142 now. We are chasing a ball downhill. And it's not just the way the market is moving, it's also the consumer's belief in your property that's moving, right? So I want less because that guy got it for less, and I want less, and now there's 5 houses, and I get to choose what I want, and you've been on the market 90 days. Why should I ever pay what you were just offering me? It's a negotiation game, and the buyers have the power. How many of you are representing buyers right now, and you're like, just write any offer, who cares? That we could probably get it.
Yeah.
Like, be real. I want you to think. If you're listing it, say that, Jeanette.
They even asked me, where did you come up with your number?
Yeah, they're doing crazy shit. And I'm like, you heard me I said a couple meetings ago, just write the offer and throw it on the table. I don't care if it feels ridiculous. And Penelope immediately came with the story. You're right. They wanted 225. We were on 140 or 175, and we got it. Almost $50,000 off the price. It was not happening in 2021, 2020. Not happening. 2025, 2026, it can be absolutely realistic. So if you know that is the consumer's mindset, like me, if I'm representing buyer, I got to tell you that's what I would be doing everything I can to represent as many buyers as I can right now. And I'd be like, let's go look at the houses that fit, narrow them down. But let's write 3 offers and let's get a little crazy with it. Let's write 20,000 under, ask for 10,000 in closing costs. Tell them we want 1% buy down. Like, I don't give a shit. Let's see it. And one of them is going to say, no, we're not going to counter offer you because that seller and that agent's an idiot. One of them is going to say, oh no, we'll only do this. And then one is going to be like, shit, let's play ball, dude. I'm tired. We got to get this thing sold. Bingo. Yahtzee, we got a winner. So if we know the buyers can behave and think like that, how should you be coaching your seller? Get rid of your pride and your ego and get fucking real. And this is another script. I'd rather you be mad at me right now and upset with the things I'm telling you because I'm telling you the truth. Well, here's the beginning of the script. Go back, right? Chelsea, let me ask you a question real quick. Yeah. Do you want me to lie to you or tell you the truth? Okay. Can we both agree that sometimes when people tell the truth, it hurts? Okay. So I could come in here and lie to you and you'd probably feel really happy, right? If I lied to you, you wouldn't even know. Yeah. But you'd feel happy because the information I gave to you, you'd be like, oh yeah, 500,000, woohoo! I'm lying to you. But you feel good. But if I told you the truth and it hurt, would that be okay? Yeah. Would you rather me lie to you and just have you keep smiling, or would you rather me tell you the truth and we're both kind of disappointed right now a little bit? Okay, cool. I want to tell you the truth too. So just know that a lot of agents may come in here and lie to you and you feel real good about it. And I'm going to come in here and tell the truth and it may not feel as good. But I'm also going to tell you, I'd rather tell you the truth now and you be disappointed now than in 6 months you'd be utterly pissed off and disappointed in me because we've sat here and we haven't sold your property. Which one would you prefer? A little pain now or a lot of pain later? Absolutely. Let's get real with your pricing. Or you could pick somebody that's going to lie to you, but I'm not the one. Maybe you need an agent that's going to lie to you. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to lie to you. And the moment they tell you for that $50,000 price reduction, you terminate with them because they lied to you. And you give me a call because I'm the real deal. Or we could just cut to the chase and get it done right now. Cool? Okay, great. Let's be real about pricing. Do y'all feel that? Like it was a walk through emotion. It was a walk through reality. Or you can just lie to get the listing, put a sign out there, and put on a bunch of progressive open houses that ain't gonna do shit for you. But you can have fun. You can, yeah, that's cool. Okay. But it's not selling the house. Anybody, does this make sense, guys? Is this, yeah? The progressive open house may help you get your price reduction, right? It may be just a layer of data that helps you get a price reduction. It may be a layer of showing them you're working hard for them so they believe what you're saying to get you a price reduction. It can help. But the real thing that's going to close the deal is the price. That's going to actually bring you a real offer and a contract is the price.
Hey, Ozzy, I got a
go
question.
ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. So I think everything you said is spot on. How would you handle a client that is not really in a hurry to sell and they're worried about their equity, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, man, if I have to lower it too much further, I'm just going to take it off the market, right? We don't want them to do that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Especially right now because we're in the summer.
So
Are we cool with just letting them leave it there and say, all right, man, if you're good with letting it sit, you know, I'm good with letting it sit. You know what I mean? Like,
two options. Ready? Number one. Okay, great. Let's sign a 2-year listing agreement. We're just going to let it sit for 2 years and we won't lower the price. Or option two, we lower the price and get real. Actually, three options. Option two, we lower the price. Or option three, man, let's just not kid each other. Let's just pull it off the market. You know, you don't need to be on the market right now. You're not right for this market, and this market's not right for you. Just want to be honest with you. Let's just pull this thing off. Guys, I'm telling you, the takeaway is probably one of the most powerful sales tactics, but it's a real honest tactic, right? Like I used to get so many for sale by owners with a takeaway. I would go to the door with a packet of information. They had a for sale by owner sign. I'd leave my car running. I'd leave the door open. Hopefully nobody stole that shit. Well, I'd have maxed them, and nobody wanted that motherfucker back then. Right? But I would go to the door and I would say, hey, I don't want to bother you. I just want to give you some information. This is just stuff to help you get your property sold without using an agent. I just want to leave it with you. Have a great day. And they're like, wait, hold on. Well, I gotta have my car running. Do you want me to just turn my car off? We come and sit down? Yeah, go ahead. It's a takeaway. I'm not here to sit down and have a conversation. I'm here to give you information. Like, it was so effective. I never had anybody tell me, oh yeah, bye. Every time 100%, they're like, wait, don't leave. Come back. Takeaways work, right? They work in negotiation. Man, I got to be honest. We're doing our absolute best. I really want to work with you on this offer for me and you, right? I'm representing the buyer. I really want to work with you. Man, this is the best we can do. If your seller feels that they want to come back to this price, maybe in a couple of weeks, or they change their mind the next couple of hours, man, this offer's on the table, but that's the best we can do. I tried my best, man. Like, I really, really tried my best. So, man, just give me a shout if it works. If it doesn't, no problem. Dude, I pray you find a seller. I pray you find a buyer. I know we're going to find a seller. But I'm just going to leave this for you. I'll see you later, man. Bye. Done. I'm not talking to you no more. We're not negotiating. I don't want to hear shit from you. And if they say, well, man, it's really a yes or a no. I don't want to seem cold, but it's just yes or no. I'm going to leave that on the table. I'll talk to you later, bro. We're going to go look at some more houses tomorrow. Hopefully your seller changed mind before then. Yes or no, talk to you later. Bye. Same thing, man, with situations like this. Here's your options. Sign a 2-year listing agreement because you got 2-year pricing. That's where you're at realistically, right? We can lower the price and be realistic right now. Or you should just pull it off the market and stop wasting your time. Like, I hate to tell you that, but this is the reality of the market we're in. You got to get real. And that's a painful conversation, right? It sounds a little mean, doesn't it?
Sharing it off the pot.
It is, but I got to be honest. You think about with your children, right? I got to tell you, The toughest conversations are the most loving conversations. Accountability is the highest form of love. Stop bullshitting people and tell them the truth. That's love. Skirting around the truth and acting like what they're doing is okay. That's not love. You're lying to them and it's dressed up as love. It's not. Be real. Be honest. That's what this market takes. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
It's hard too, man. I got to tell you, it's hard if you don't have a lot of listings and that's your only listing. You're like, no, don't terminate. Don't pull it off the market. I need this. But man, it got to be, true, right, and just. Just the way it works. Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns, anything in that realm of sellers? I mean, that's what we're messing with right now. Jeanette, did that help? Does it make sense? You want to dig more into your situation?
No, yeah, that makes sense. It helps. I just, yeah, no, it makes sense.
It's tough, man.
It is tough. I want to cry.
Yeah, I know. We're spending more time. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna tell you how tough it is. I'm gonna walk you through reality. I listed my Connie property at like 285, came down to 275, got down to like 255, got an offer. They backed out because the dad didn't like the inspection, and we couldn't give. I was willing, even though they gave me I told them send me the inspection report. I did everything I could, right? Lower the price to 245, lower the price to 235. Now we got an offer. We're under contract. I'm still scared. I'm the homeowner. I'm like, they're probably gonna walk away on this shit too. I hope they don't. I pray they don't. Right? But that's the truth. That's a $50,000 difference. That's the reality of this market. And that's Alvin, Texas. I pimped out that house, man. I put $80,000 into that thing. Woo. Tell me I ain't feeling pain.
Do you want to hear my new phrase?
What you got, Whitney?
You can't cash a check that nobody's writing.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
They get so attached to the money, and I'm like, nobody is writing that check. So you gotta.
That's pretty solid. I'm stealing that. I'm just.
That is solid. I'm gonna post that shit on Facebook. Dash Whitney. Let's go.
I'm gonna
That's
post
a
it,
really
but I'm gonna
good
post
one.
it before you do, Ozzy. I'm stealing that. It's mine.
Right now. You do it right
It's
now.
already on my Twitter.
Because as soon as you get off this,
Okay.
I'm posting it, okay? Man, and hey, mine's gonna say, note to stubborn sellers in today's real estate market. You can't cash a check nobody's writing. Quotations dash Whitney Milligan. That's it. And I know she probably got it from somebody else, but I don't care. I'm gonna give Whitney that.
I got it from my sister, who's a real estate agent in Denver.
Oh shit. I thought she was gonna say Pinterest or something like that.
No, another real estate professional.
There you go. Because that's real. That is a very short and very real and very painful comment, like statement, but it's real. Right, so write that down so I don't forget that, please, because
I'm using that for my for sale by owners too.
there it is. Yes, 100%. But that's why we get on these calls, right? We got to talk about reality. You know, that quote says a lot, and it's a gift for all of us. What else? What other things do we need to work through on that? Jeanette, do you have anything else on your stuff?
No, I mean, that was mainly it. Like buyers, I mean, like I said before, buyers are like my niche. Like I can do that close. Let's walk there. We're all walking blind and still get them to the finish line. But listings are a little bit more on challenging side. So I guess that's where it kind of makes me a little more on the nervous side, just because I'm not very listing heavy yet. Well, actually, no, I am. Lies. I am listing heavy, and I'm just going through my motions and learning the tricks and the tactics and stuff like that.
So Jeanette, and this is one of those things, guys. So your clients, your clients they're also on your social media, right? So you're representing this other house. They probably see some of your social media, right, Jeanette?
Yes.
Okay. So you're also a buyer extraordinaire. You got plenty of buyers. You represent plenty of buyers, right?
Yes.
Guys, and I want us all to start telling the story and we can all share the stories. So what if Jeanette posted on her social media today and it was like representing a buyer? We showed the house at 240,000, wrote the offer at 230, got it accepted with $10,000 in closing costs. That's the kind of market we're in. Buyers are winning. Be real.
Yeah.
And then your seller sees it and they're like, what? And then if they see it like, hey, you sometimes it's not a jab, little poke here and there. You may just, it's okay to mess them and say, hey, look, I just want to be realistic with you. I know we're not getting a lot of showings and things on your property, but I will tell you, price is moving. I just had a buyer. We got under contract for $10,000 less and got $10,000 in contribution. That's $20,000 off the price. Buyers are very price conscious right now, and buyers are winning. I want you to win. We may want to look at a price reduction one day soon. Put that feather in your cap. We'll talk about it later.
And then we did get an offer. Now we're just waiting on the proof of funds on it, and it is $20K less. Mind you, we already did a $15K price reduction, so it's hitting their net pocket below where they wanted to be. But I'm like, guys, like, this is the first offer that we received, and we've been on the market for 2 months. We've had a total of like 8 showings. We've done 3 price reductions. I'm like, the market is dictating. This is the guy that's writing the check.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, do you think? I'm like, absolutely. Like, this is the market that we're in. Like, yes, this is the first guy that's willing giving you a check. And yes, it's not where you want to be, but this is where we're at right now.
Yeah, a great little conversation about the cash checking thing is part of it too. But you can say, man, can I be honest with you? My biggest fear is that you pass on this and we don't get another offer, or the next offer is even 10,000 less than this. That's my biggest fear, because we haven't seen any other offers on this property. It's like somebody's walking up to us in a desert with a bunch of water, and we're going to tell them no. I think we need to drink this damn water.
I want to add something as well. I had a seller, it was the end of last year. Obviously, the seller's like dictating the price. It's overinflated. I don't agree with it. I talk her into getting an appraisal. The first question he asks me is, have you gotten any offers on this property? He goes, because that's your price. Like, anything that somebody's offering, that's what your price is. The buyer sets the price, the market sets the price. And I'm like, we haven't even gotten an offer. And it came in like $30,000 lower. We adjust the price and we get an offer immediately. So,
Whitney, was that the same appraiser that got in the fight with Laura's seller that she posted yesterday?
I hope no, probably not.
Like, what'd you say to me? What'd you say my house was worth?
Yeah, pretty much.
People like, and this is the thing, guys, is people can get offended. Like, luckily, Whitney had a reasonable person that says, okay, we'll lower the price 30 according to the appraisal. I've had people that are like, oh no, that appraiser's wrong. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't understand my house. Okay. But it's just where we're at. So, great conversation, guys. What I want to do is probably the next 5 minutes, I want to like just wrap up this topic, and then we'll do our gratitudes and bucket fillers, and then we'll go straight into affirmation, because I feel like, man, it feels like a pain point for a lot of us, and we can't run away from the pain points. We got to attack them. I know we've got 100 listings. Imagine that if we got 50 price reductions in the next week, and we got 10 of those houses under contract. That's only 10%. But that's game-changing shit for all of us. So we got to work on what are the tactics, the skills, the conversations, all the little things that we need to put into play to get those price reductions and move these things. It's funny. I when I was at Keller Williams Southwest, the broker, I took more listings than anybody. I dominated that whole office. And he was like, oh, that's great, but we're not into collecting listings. We're into selling them. So you're going to move them? And I was like, you're an asshole. I sold a lot of them, but he was right.
Yeah.
It's awesome to put your sign in the yard, but It's even more awesome to get a paycheck.
It's like all my buyers I had. Like you can have them all, but how many are you gonna close?
Yeah, get them under contract. And that's a skill. There's new levels, new devils, right? You got the funnel. Getting to the listing, man, I got to tell you, that's huge. Do not ever take away from that. Getting someone to trust you to sign a buyer rep, huge. Do not take away from that. Now we got the new skills. Can you show to write an offer? Can you negotiate to execute a contract? When you list, did you price it right, or did you just get the listing overinflated and you're never going to sell it? Improve that conversation. Get that price reduction. When an offer comes in 20,000 under, are they going to outscript you and say no? Or are you going to have the skills in the script to get them to accept what's best for them? Because some people are so stubborn, they'll shoot themselves in the damn foot. I say stuff like that, like, man, if you're into kicking yourself in the crotch over and over, go ahead and keep doing it. Some point or another, you got to stop kicking yourself in the crotch and accept a good offer. That's a really crass way to say it, but shit. People sometimes they don't speak regular English. Like it's like you don't get what the hell I've been telling you for weeks. Well, what is happening? You're not smarter than the market. You're just not. Get used to that. What else? Anybody else want to add on for like 2 minutes?
I do.
What you got, Chelsea?
So with my listing of my dad's up north, we did do the appraisal prior to going on the market because I knew that their price in their head was we weren't even in that same ballpark, right? They were wanting to list like 1.3. So I did have them do the appraisal because when they purchased the house, they overpaid than what it was worth. Or whatever. So we got the appraisal. We did end up listing at appraised value.
What was that?
875.
Okay.
We've been on the market 2 weeks. Nothing. No showings. No.
This is great. So, guys, this is a conversation. So, if you've ever done luxury real estate, which I would say some people say it's $1 million, I really think luxury is anything over like 500, 600. And the reason why I say that is nobody needs a damn $500,000 house, right? Nobody needs a freaking $700,000 house. It's a want at that point, right? You want it so bad that you're willing to spend the money. So I will tell you, in that price range, the first thing you got to think is, how many people can actually afford an $875,000 house? You're roughly talking about 1%, right? Say 5% or less. So that property is going to typically take more time. On a $300,000 house, I would say 2 weeks, nothing. I'm like, what the hell? 500, 875. We're cool. No panic. Just keep rolling. Let's see what happens, right? That's the first part. This is a world of a different type of marketing, right? So when you're marketing luxury, you're not marketing straight up price and brick and mortar. You're marketing a feeling. Somebody with enough money has to come in and say, I feel good about this house, right? That's it. It's not, is this countertop worth it, right? Is this brick worth? No, it's, usually it's, you walk in with your wife. If your wife is like, oh, honey, we got to have it. The husband's going to be like, I'll pay whatever the fuck I got to pay for this shit. Make this lady happy, right? That's why he buys half the shit he buys any damn way. Okay? It's real. Is that why you bought it?
Exactly.
Yes. She walked in, took her breath away. Dude wrote the check. Okay. How do you package this thing to take somebody's wife's breath away? That's it. So it may be, so the way like I've done in the past and trained the luxury agents is you have to create a feeling of exclusivity sometimes, right? You have to create, so they're vignettes. They're called vignettes. And I don't know why I got this from a luxury dude, but he said, create a vignette, right? It seems very luxury, right? It's showing a picture that tells a story and gives feelings. So if they have a pool, do a video with drones of people having cocktails around the pool, maybe a party in the evening with the lights, do a little bit of twilight photo session, show a different angle, show the feeling, right? If they have like a custom kitchen with a pot filler, right? They have all this, like, it's just different, right? Show someone cooking, bring a chef in to cook a gourmet meal in that kitchen and video that shit and photo that shit, right? If they have landscaping that is to the nines, like they just kicked, right? Badass. Right? Like show what that's like. Show a gardener or a landscaping crew finding manicuring this beautiful like landscape, right? Tell a different damn story. If it's in the neighborhood where like there's a lot of places up north Magnolia that are horse stable neighborhoods, right? They actually have horse stables and they're built for horse families. I sold in neighborhoods like that, right? Stop selling the house and sell the horse stables, right? Show what it's like to have your daughter riding this Persian, right? Or whatever it is, the type of horse and whatever. Like show a different feeling. Stop thinking inside the box. Step outside. You're not selling a cookie cutter $300,000 house in Pearland. You're not. You got to tell a different story. And you got to make sure that story gets to the right people with the right feeling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're going to have to spend some money. You're going to have to break the piggy bank.
She wasn't finished telling her story.
I know, but I'm just saying, no, just keep going, go on. But I'm saying this because it geared me towards Brooke, because we and Brooke had a conversation earlier. Go ahead.
Just with that, so there's two houses that have both been listed at 875 in the same neighborhood. They're on the market for 212 days. They don't got 212 days. They need to get their shit and get out, like my dad does, right?
Yeah.
So we've talked about the price improvements. We've even talked about, because there's also another house in the neighborhood within 2 miles who was listed at 775, just went under contract at 625.
Holy
so
shit!
There's all kinds of crazy things going around in this cul-de-sac. There's a 4 million. Everything else is a million, but everything outside around it, outside of this cul-de-sac, is 5 and under. So it's like a super expensive strip, 5 and under. The couple houses that are also between that 7 to 8, 9 range are just dropping to meet the other.
So you may have to do something like that. Here's the other thing too. Does he need the money right now? All of it? He can't own or finance.
They need out of that house.
So and I just for the conversation, guys, there's sometimes a business owner, they write off so much in taxes. They move money in such a way that banks won't finance them, even though they can afford that house, right? And sometimes owner financing is a very sexy thing, right? And that's what happens in some of these markets. Because most regular people that work for regular companies cannot afford an $800,000 house, $1 million house. A lot of them are small business owners, right? And small business owners, like, we play tax games. And sometimes that hurts us with traditional banks. So offering an owner financing may help. If for other people who are in different situations, this one, obviously, you're telling me it's not, right? So that may be an option. But it sounds like you're on a race to the bottom. Tell the greatest story, vignettes and luxury, and then don't get beat to the bottom, because that's what's happening.
Yeah. So he agreed.
What does he think about that?
He finally agreed to the broker open because they didn't want to do any open houses, none of that. I'm like, okay, well, we're at least missing part of the marketing, right?
And you've already missed a 2-week window.
We missed a 2-week window. So we talked about doing a larger price improvement, something that's substantial in that price range. Doing the broker open, refreshing the marketing, doing everything. I have Brooks' brother-in-law is going to go do the Matterport, all that good nonsense. Yes.
Here's a question, and I need y'all's help on this. I remember centralized showings used to offer this thing where you can go and you can see all the agents that showed in your market area. Do we still have that? Does Showing Smart do that?
Right?
Does Showing Smart do that?
I don't know. We can find out.
Yeah, I don't know. Ever since we switched over to Showing, oh, I see what you're saying. When we left Showing Time because of Showing Smart, I don't know.
Yeah, so centralized showing and Showing Time used to have a feature where they would actually show you all the agents that showed in your market.
Really?
Yes.
Like the actual agent name.
Yeah, like you could get the agent's name and what broker's there with. It was a thing. I'm telling you, it was very technical to get to it, but it was there. They would show you, I don't know if you remember, but it would show you how many houses show, what's with this price range. Like you could break it down to segments, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, showing time.
And then you could actually go in, you could actually go in and get a report of what agents showed in your market. So it's like, it was kind of like what Hard does in reverse prospecting, or you can do reverse prospecting too, right? Type of situation. So you can start digging into this info and find the data. And you may want to do a reverse offer to anybody who remotely has a buyer in that price range, right? But damn, this is crazy. But it just, man, he paid what for it?
They paid 807. It was appraised at 770, 760
When they bought it? Okay, now it's at 875, but the neighbor is telling a different story according to what's happening. Wow. Wow. And
They
they're,
don't want to do price improvement.
so why are they, where are they, what's the purpose of them wanting to move? Where are they going and why, if you don't
So
mind me
they've
asking?
already picked up and left to Colorado because the purpose, they bought the house, did sight unseen, that was the whole thing. Anyways, my dad was supposed to start that concrete company down here. That's when he hurt his leg last year.
Okay,
And
he has surgery.
had all of his surgery.
I remember,
whatever.
okay.
And so they didn't end up pursuing the business because of that leg injury. He was out of work for 6-8 months.
Yeah.
The company that was going to get him to start up was opening another division in Colorado. He was already going back and forth. So they just decided, we're going to sell here. We're going to go back to Colorado because he's not going to do his own business anymore. He's going to continue to work for that company. So
Does he have a mortgage on this house or is it cash? Okay.
they owe 6 on it. So there is wiggle room.
He's gonna lose some
If he
money.
just wants to walk away.
He just wants to walk away.
Yeah.
His thing is okay, we've had that conversation. His wife, absolutely not. She spends entirely too much time at home all day on ChatGPT. And we're being completely honest.
So what do you mean? What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
All she's doing is she's sitting on ChatGPT, like, what do we do? How do we get this sold? Like some of the conversations I've had with them are completely fucking asinine. You know? And so we've had those very real conversations.
So
like, you want me to lie?
here's a great thing. So this is the thing is, can I tell you where most homeowners get lost? So what you need to do is you need to go into ChatGPT, find the prompts that tell the truth and give her those prompts. Say, what I believe is happening is you're asking the wrong questions and getting the wrong answers. Can I help you find the right answers? Because I know you're doing your own research and I don't want you to stop. I just want you to make sure you're going down the right rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Okay, great. So I'm going to hand you some prompts to use that can give you the correct data so we can get on the same page. Is that fair enough? Awesome. Let's go ahead and do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you know she's going there every day and she's got a lot more time to fuck around with this than you probably do, right?
Absolutely.
You need to help her stop getting lost in the nonsense.
Yeah, because they've even asked to like manipulate some of the things that the data. I'm like, why would you even consider manipulating the data? The data's being presented to you based on what's happening.
Yeah.
Like we're not painting a different picture than what's happening. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So I would even go into it. So find the proper prompts, maybe use Gemini, Chat, and Claude, and then bring them all together and say, can I tell you, I use 3 different AIs. You're using ChatGPT. I use Chat, Gemini, and Claude, and I ask the proper prompts to bring us to the data. And I want to deliver this data to you in the prompts so you don't have to just take my word for it. You can really dig properly, and then we can come to some really good conclusions here. Cool? Okay. And then plug in the data, like plug in everything you can from HAR. Run the comps, put it in an itemized sheet, take that PDF, plug it into ChatGPT and say, can I tell you where ChatGPT runs a little short on these type of things? Is it doesn't have all the proper data. The most complete data you're going to find in Houston, Texas, HAR.com, and that MLS IDX and the API that controls that data, ChatGPT can't break through that firewall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it for you and get you the real data, and that's what I've done here. Cool? Right? Use words to confuse the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Right?
I think she's done a good job of doing that. Right.
But it's going to take work. You got to keep, it's a jackhammer, right? You don't get through concrete with a hammer. You got a jackhammer, and it takes a lot of pounding to get through because people are thick-headed, like a mofo. Cool? All right, what a gratitude bucket fillers, guys. I need to know what y'all are grateful for today. I need 2 or 3. I'll start. Man, I missed an accident by this much today. It was the car in front of me. We were both kind of speeding, and a car did not. She pulls straight the hell out. The guy in front of me runs off. He runs in oncoming traffic, almost into the car. I jerk into the neighborhood and get out of the way, and I just drive slow the rest of the way to work. But that lady, she almost gets hit and just backs. Man, I was like, oh shit. So like,
she would have got T-boned.
She almost got smoked because the dude in front of me was doing 60. I'm surprised he didn't flip his little truck.
I was gonna say, was he okay off the road? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't pay it. I didn't see exactly where he went because I got the but for what I saw all these, like, it was car. Like, there was a lot of car. It was everybody moved. I didn't hear any hits, and I got the hell out of Dodge. I went through a neighborhood and yeah, I'm like, motherfucker. But I was happy. I'm cool. I didn't get a wreck. We're good. Let's go. I did. I just kept going the wrong direction. Like, I'm not going. What's going on? What else? I need 2 more gratitudes in Buggerville. What are y'all grateful for today? I'll just keep snapping till somebody does some shit.
I'll go.
Go for it.
I'm grateful that Janny and I had a conversation yesterday, and we woke up and we went to the park to go jog today at 6:30. We did about a mile and some change, jog walk. So, but it felt good to have an accountability partner there to be like, okay, yeah, we're meeting and we're gonna get our fit going.
Let's go. And you know what? Extra props. Because we all know it's musty as hell outside. You got super props on that one. All right, I need 1 more. What else y'all got? Somebody else give me a gratitude in Buckeville. Let's rock and roll.
I'll go.
Get it, Nathan.
I'm grateful for so my 13-year-old, he's doing like football camp this summer. And he got recognized last week for his accomplishments for working hard and putting in the effort. And every time I drop him off, I said, "Hey, we're going to level up today." And he takes it. And now that that happened, I'm grateful that he's taken that into consideration and putting that out in the world. And it's showing amongst his peers. So I'm grateful for that.
Let's go.